Everyone, hope you're all well. Now I know it's been a while, but I am back. Given I just did a poll on Instagram, and I know a lot of you guys did want me back on YouTube. So as you guys requested, here I am. But I thought I'd start off with a series to see if you guys would like it. Call it Smart Money Sundays, and in essence, I just go over 4 or 5 pairs that you guys would want me to. This week, I'm just gonna go over specific certain pairs, but from next week, leave a comment of what pairs you want me to cover, and then we'll just start off by doing those pairs. If you guys want me to doing more FX pairs, more crypto pairs, indices, whatever, anything you guys like me to cover, just let me know in the comments down below, and do leave a like. So let's get started, okay? So with, as always, okay, I start off with the DXY, mainly because the DXY, the dollar index, for those that don't know, will give you an indication of what to expect from the rest of the market as a whole, okay? So let me just get rid of this. Okay, so right now, what I'm anticipating, so if you guys remember, if you are on the public telegram, I was anticipating a bullish reaction from this blue zone here, which we got first, but I was anticipating a lower push down to then respect the extreme levels of this zone before we saw a rally up. But what ended up happening is price came down, took out this low, and respected this previous zone here. Now, I wasn't interested in any longs on the dollar until I saw this low get swept and a reclaim of that zone. Now, a reason of this of why this happened is because when you usually see high probability reversals occur in the market, you usually only always see a previous low get swept before you see a reversal for price to come out, take out other previous highs. So when you do see that occur at prominent level, keep in mind that is a likely reversal zone. Okay, so anyway, now we've seen that reversal occur. What I ideally want to see coming into this week is a push down into at least 1.02, okay, this blue level here. But and this is ideally where I'd start looking for longs for price to then come into 1.04. Now, the reason I'm targeting this level is because there's clean liquidity above here, and my higher time frame macro target is 1.05. So there is clean targets on the higher time frame that do need to get filled. Also, you need to keep in mind is that this is a high time frame leg. So this is where the accumulation occurred. Okay, so this would be A, this is B, this is C, and then this is where I'm anticipating D to occur. Okay, this is the intraday perspective of a swing leg. So that's why I'm more bullish on the dollar, okay? Because all we've gotten is a high time frame retracement to a prominent zone, okay? So if I put on the Fibonacci tool, you'll see it's just retraced to the 61% pocket, okay? So it increased the probability that we're going to likely see a continuation on the dollar, okay? So very, very simple. I don't want to overcomplicate it. Let's move over to EU. Now, EU, again, apologies for a bit of a messy chart. This is my intraday chart. But what we saw occurring over the past few months this year is clean distribution, okay? And the way we know it's definitively distribution is because we show clean expansive push to the downside. Now, when you see this occur, after expansive push to the downside, after distribution has occurred, you usually see a strong retracement, and that's exactly what we've seen. We've seen clean retracement. Now, you would have seen that I've marked out two zones. The first zone, price reacted perfectly from, is where I took a short from a couple weeks back with the team. And then I was where I was interested to do business from here, which was my main swing short zone. You would have seen that price actually end up just missing. Okay, price ended up just missing my high time frame shorting zone. So that was a bit annoying. But again, conferring with our DXY analysis, now we've seen that impulsive push to the downside. What I'm anticipating to come into next week is a lower time frame retracement, okay, to at least come into 1.09, and this is where I'd be interested to looking for shorts back down into 1.07, and then my next swing target would be coming and targeting these lows at the complete bottom. Okay, so that is where I'd look to scale in on shorts. if I see aggressive continuation, okay? But that's the game plan for EU, okay? Because on the high time frame, again, same sort of scenario. We had distribution, A leg, B leg, C, and expecting the D continuation, okay? Very, very simple. No need to overcomplicate. Okay, so that's my bias for EU coming into the end of the second quarter. So we're going to see a lot more volatility coming into next week. So this is a perfect time to actually do this video as well, so you guys can actually get involved in some of these swing positions with the team and us. So coming into let me get rid of all this. It's from a previous video I did with the team. So coming into BTC, okay. So one thing you guys would have seen that is if you follow us on Instagram and Telegram, you would have seen, by the way, links will all be in the description down below if you haven't, but we were short from basically the 30k region and scaling shorts all the way down, right, taking profits all the way down. Unfortunately, I was unable to get into these longs, mainly due to timing. But we saw basically what you refer to as this is a short squeeze. Okay, a short squeeze usually occurs when you see the market heavily becoming more and more bearish. A lot of sell orders enter into the market, especially very, very late, and market makers usually want to hunt all that liquidity, and that's exactly what we've seen occur. Now, let's see what we can anticipate to happen now in the current market. Now we've swiped this high. What I'm anticipating to occur is one or two scenarios. One, we either get the pullback now, okay, and then we get another squeeze above to 32k, and that is where we'll either reject from or we see a continuation from, okay? But the scenario I see most likely occurring is an acceptance occur this week, maybe one more squeeze up higher, okay, and then acceptance down below. If I see this occur, this is where I'll be very, very aggressively short, okay, because I'm anticipating price to at least come pull back into my first target would be 27k, then my second target would be this low, okay. Now the main reason why I'm still short on BTC is, one, we have a remaining CME gap at 21k. Now, for those who've been following me, I've said this repetitively before. CME gaps always get filled, okay? Gaps in all sorts of different forms in the market, in one way or the other, they always get filled. So gaps is a good confluence to have when you are trading, especially from a swing perspective. But this is the most high probable scenario I see playing out. So that's why I'm not positioning myself yet. What I am doing is going to wait for either we see one more spike up and then a push down below, or just acceptance below below this high, okay, which is 31k, and then a continuation before we see the monthly end. So this is actually may occur tomorrow, because tomorrow is next week. So because next week is the 31st, I believe. So the end of this week, so Friday, because that's when traditional market closes, is when we could see a squeeze. And then coming to the weekend, coming Saturday or Sunday, is where we could see some volatility in crypto market. So hopefully, if the move has not yet been made, I'll update it for next week's Smart Money Sunday. But this is the game plan for BTC, okay? And then obviously, if we do see this low get swiped, then my next target would obviously be 20 to 21k, mainly because that is where the CME gap is will be sustained and will be fulfilled, and that's when I ideally want to start flipping intraday more bullish. Okay, so that is the game plan for BTC. Now let's move over to the final pair, is XRP. Now I am currently in an XRP position, but I'm gonna go over swing what I'm anticipating. So if you'd notice on XRP, basically we're in this diagonal sort of channel, okay, and you would have seen a spike up. Now this spike up occurred when the Hinman documents were released. If you are a fundamental trader, you would know what I'm referring to. Is basically some bullish news came out about the XRP case. Turns out it wasn't very bullish, and then prices dumped. Okay, so what smart market makers in essence done, pumped on that news, collected all that liquidity on the left, and then pushed down. That is, once I saw that candle, that is exactly where me and the team took shorts and rolled it all the way down to about 46 cents, and that's where I took profit. and then now is where I'm entering back into shorts after what we've seen occur is basically the same thing occur again. Okay, you have again a pullback, another fake out, okay, a rejection, and then think about all the buyers that would have bought here, thinking that this is just a retest of this trend line, to thinking it's going to go higher, fucks all those breakout traders, and then continues pushing down lower. So that's why I'm currently in a short setup on XRP, and I'm anticipating this to continue on. So depending on the daily candle closure, if I see this low get swept, okay, in a retracement, then I'm below 48 cents in, specifically, then what I will do is I'll step in a bit more aggressive with my shorts just to ride price down for that that end of month, end of quarter volatility that I'm anticipating in, at least in the second half of this week. So yeah, so it's a very, very simple analysis behind this move, but this is more cleaner chart that I have mapped out on Kraken. You'd see, okay, again, this is the A leg, B, C. You would have seen again 61% pocket, right, referred to as a golden pocket, before we see that continuation to the downside. Okay, so very, very simple, A, B, C, and then expecting a D continuation to where my targets would be actually 44 cents, mainly because we have equal lows there, and then my second target would be the 40-cent region, and then my extended target would obviously be at the 38-cent region. Okay, that's where I ideally want to start looking for buys. Okay, at least for the short term, because all that extended selling will offer a nice buying opportunity for another short squeeze, so to say. But yeah, that's very, very simple. Hope you guys found this video useful. If you do want me to do more videos like this, please do like and subscribe, and leave a comment. It helps with the algorithm, and it will let me know what you guys if you guys want me to carry on with this series every Sunday. If you want any more information about any of the services or want to join any of them, link will all be in the description down below. But with all that said and done, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.